good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. And this morning's practice, we're going to be focusing on the hips, the hamstrings, the quads, and then we're going to finish off with quite an intense alternate nostril breathwork session. So if this is the first time that you're seeing one of these videos, I would say go and watch one of the other videos and get familiar with the alternate nostril breathwork practice. Then we'll finish off with a short visualization, meditation, manifestation. With that being said, let's take a place at the front of our mats, a couple of sun salutations, as always, just to get the body warmed up. Big toes together, heels and ankles slightly apart. Inhale your arms up. Exhaling, falling forward, bending the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthening the spine. The hands come to the mat. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, taking your cobra or upward facing dog. And then tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do whatever you need to do to wake your body up, to make you feel comfortable. If it's pedaling the feet, stretching out the hamstrings, the calves, dropping the hips side to side. And then we're going to walk half a foot at a time to the front of the mat, keeping the knees bent, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. In this fold forward position, I just want us to hang here just for a few breaths. And 3, inhale, coming up one vertebrae at a time. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands back to heart center, back into your standing position. Once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or a cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. I want you to center your left foot. Kick the right foot up, drop it over to the left side, opening up down that right side. You might even come up onto your fingertips on the right hand side. And then exhale, dropping the left knee. Inhale the arms up, driving the hips forward. And then we're going to exhale, twist to the right hand side. Drop the left elbow behind the right knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into your downward facing dog. We're going to center the right foot now. Inhale, kicking the left leg up and over to the right hand side. Opening up down the left hand side there. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Dropping the right knee down. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, twisting down to the left hand side. Right elbow on the left knee. Placing the left hand on top. In a prayer position. Helping you just twist. And inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back. And then we're just going to walk 1 foot at a time. to the front of the mat, keeping the knees bent as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward and forward. Again, we're going to spend some time. This time I want you to try and bring the weight over onto your toes. Maybe just pull up on the kneecaps, tighten the hamstrings, and allow the rest of your body just to hang. And then inhaling, coming all of the way up. Exhale, hands back to heart center, back to standing position. You're going to step out around 3 feet now. Hands on the waist, inhale, exhale, fold and forward. Place the hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold and forward. Again, in this fold and forward position, I want you to try and bring the pressure, bring the weight onto the toes. It's going to allow you to feel it even more in the hamstrings, in the glutes. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands on the waist. Inhale, all the way up. Inhale, the hands out by your side. Exhale, hands together, interlacing the fingers behind your back. If you can't do that, grab hold of your wrist or like this. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, interlacing the fingers, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up and release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to grab hold of either the ankles or the toes. Look ahead, lengthening. And then you're going to take hold of the toes or the ankles and just exhale and try and pull yourself a little bit deeper into that pose. Place the hands on the mat. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, hands to your waist. Inhale all the way up. We're going to turn to our left now. Left foot facing towards the front. Keeping straight in both legs here. Right foot needs to be strong in the back leg, but kind of to a 45-degree angle. Hips are facing towards the front, and we're just going to exhale and fold down over that right leg. If you want to take hold of your leg, if you want to hold onto your waist, that's fine. Try not to hunch and just hold this here. 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, come up. Swivel the legs round so that your right foot is facing forward. Hips are facing forward. Remember, strong in the back leg. Exhale, fold forward over that right leg. Inhale, come back up. Standing face on now. We're going to support with the right leg here. And now we're going to just, what you want to be doing is activating this side here. Basically activating the abs, the quads, the feet, trying to grip the mat. So if you just bring up your toes like that and then try and grip the mat. Slowly we're going to bring this right knee up. And I want you to hold this here. If you feel like you want to extend the foot, extend. If you want to go deeper into it, take hold of the big toe. 3, for 2, and 1. And then what we're going to do is just open up the hips there, open up, oops, bring in the left knee out to the left hand side again. Hold it here, that's completely fine. If you want to extend it, if you feel like you can take hold of the toe or the foot. This is fairly advanced. And then we're going to bring it back to the center, holding it here, or extend out in front of you for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop that down. Give the legs a little bit of a shake off. That one's fairly tough to do. Moving over to the other side, support ourselves. Again, just gripping the mat, activating the quad, the core, and slowly bring up this right knee. Again, support it if you need to. If you want to extend or even take hold of the big toe, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bringing it out to the right hand side. Again, holding underneath your knee if you need to, or take hold of the toe or the foot and extend. 3, 2, and 1. Then again to the front, extend for 3, for 2, and 1, and drop that back down. I'm going to take it down to the floor now. Coming into your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Taking the right glute, the right heel to the right glute. Drawing some nice big circles. And 5. Moving over to the left side. 3, 4, and 5. Back over to the right. If you were doing clockwise, go anti-clockwise and vice versa. And then come forward so that you've got enough space to sit back or to lie back. Big toes together, widen the knees as much as you need to. I'm going to start working our way down. We're going to start working our way down until you find your biting point. By biting point, I mean where you can actually feel it in the quads. If you feel like you can go all the way down, go all the way down, but I don't want to see people back bending. If you're lying like this, I want you to engage your core. You're going to feel it a little bit more on the quads and the hip flexors. And if that's not enough for you, start to bring the knees together. And then when you're ready, just seat yourself up like so. Coming into child's pose just for a minute. Hands on the mat, leaning forward, tuck the toes, sit back into a yogic squat position. And your heels might be off the floor, and that's completely fine. What I want us to do is just kind of move around in this position. So if your feet are on the floor, just kind of from side to side, and just allow yourself to sit a little bit more deeper in that pose. If you've got your hands on the floor, that's completely fine. Just doing the same. Allow yourself to kind of relax in the hips and just sink a little bit further in that position. And then from this position, we're going to sit back, bring the feet out in front of you. A bit more of a 90-degree bend in the knees, or 90-degree bend in the knees. Make sure you've got enough space behind you. You don't want to be sat up like this and trying to do 90-90s. So you want to lean back. We're going to drop the knees over to the left. Over to the right. Over to the left. Over to the right. And then widen the feet as wide as you can. Inhale, and then we're just going to lean forward with the belly, with the chest, not hunching over. Place your hands on the floor, on the mat. Walk over to the left, over to the right, walking over to the left. And each time you're walking over, you might be able to get a little bit deeper. Back into the middle. And just play around with that. See if you can get yourself a tiny little bit further forward. And then coming back up. Extend the right leg out in front of you. We're going to take hold of the left leg. Wrap your arm over and around. Right hand underneath the foot. And we're just going to kind of rock the baby using our leg and just taking it through that kind of range of motion. You might find that you can help it. We'll go back an extra bit. And then what I want us to do is bring it round and allow that left knee to drop. If you feel any pain in your knee, just come out of the pose. And then gently, we're just going to lean on this, or just place the hand gently on the knee. If you're very loose in the hips, if you want to intensify this, you can start to lean forward. And then, again, just pulling it back, extend it out in front of you, moving over to the right side. Whenever you're doing any work like this, everybody's body's different, right? And I was telling my client this yesterday. You will feel where you need to work. You know, it's kind of a, it's a pain, but it's not a bad pain. It's kind of a, oh, that's where I need to work. And you can kind of just feel your way into it, whatever position you're in. You're like, oh, that hurts a little bit, but it feels good. And you know, if you just spend a little bit more time on it, you know it's going to loosen off a little bit more. Again, placing the right foot on top of the left leg. This side's a little bit tighter for me, so I'm just going to be a little bit more gentle with it. No need to fold for me on this one. And then back up again. Oh, lovely. Give them a bit of a shake off. Last one before we go on to the breath work. Both feet, both legs out in front of you. Kind of like this, as parallel as you can. And we're just going to sink ourselves forward. Oh, and you just really start to feel this in the glutes. If you want to make it a little bit more intense, take hold of your ankles and just help pull yourself into it. If you want to go a little bit deeper, wrap your arms around and under and just pull yourself in. And then coming back up, swapping the legs around. And we just do the exact same thing again. Oh. Lovely. Legs out in front, give them a shake off. We've got around 10 minutes left on the clock. Like I said, this one's going to be a bit of an intense alternate nostril breathwork session, and I will be starting you off, but then I'm expecting you to just go on your own. If you've been following these sessions, you should know the routine by now. You should know the inhale, the exhale. Like I say, I'll get us started off, and it's up to you when you want to pause, when you want to return back to your breath, back to your normal inhale, exhale, and then when you are ready, just go again. Okay. First two fingers in, right thumb, right nostril, wedding ring finger on the right hand for the left nostril. And again, just slowing this down as much as you need to. If you need to do a longer one for your first round, not a longer one, a louder one, where you can actually hear the air, hear the breath coming in and out of the nostrils, then do so. Personally, I'm going to try and slow this down as much as I can so that I can't hear the breath coming in and out of my nostrils. Blocking the right inhale through the left. Block the left exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left exhale through the right. Now go at your own. Feel free to continue if you like. I'm going to close the session off with the visualization meditation. And let's return back to our mantra. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. We start with a thought. So think of something that you're trying to bring into your life. It might be a personal goal, personal fitness goal. Maybe it's a goal in your business. Making a certain amount of money, or perhaps signing a new client. And then I want you to just visualize what that looks like. Down to the detail. The most important part is like, just being really sure on what that looks like. Personally for me, that's moving to the other side of the world, living my life in Bali. And then the feeling, I think I feel. So how does it feel? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling fit? Feeling strong? I want you to tie the emotion of gratitude, so the feeling of gratitude, and now the action. I think I feel, I act, I attract. What is an action that you can take today or tomorrow, sometime this week, to bring you closer to where you desire to be in life? It could just be a small action. It could be sticking to your nutrition, sticking to your workout plans. It could be sending an email or making a phone call. And when you do this, I want you to refer back to this session this morning and just think, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And I want you to tie the emotion that you felt this morning to the thing that you're doing, to the action. And that's going to help reprogram your subconscious, into actually doing the actions. But at the same time, depending on what you believe in, it can attract the right people, the right circumstances into your life to get you to where you want to be. And now we'll close this session off just with a moment just to say thanks. Say thanks to yourself for showing up this morning. If you believe in a God, a higher power, the universe, whatever it is, just take a moment just to say thank you. Thank you. That brings us to the end of our session. I hope you're feeling nice and loose in the hips, and I hope that set you up for the day. And yeah, I hope you took some value from that. I hope these visualization sessions are really starting to work for you now. And yeah, I'll see you again shortly in the next one. Bye-bye for now.